Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Mind Matters. I'm Laura K. Ellis, multi-certified hypnotherapist and success life coach. The episode today is going to focus on vibration and how important it is to manifest not just prosperity, but all good things in your life. So let me begin by asking, have you ever walked into a room or a building or anywhere where you could sense that something was a little off or not right? I certainly have, and as a highly developed empath, it hits me in a matter of seconds. And thankfully, I also know exactly what to do to protect myself, to shield myself, and you should too. Now, this could just be also, and I'm not minimizing it, being around other individuals in a familiar place and someone walks over to you that you don't recognize, and you immediately sense in your solar plexus area, some people say the gut, but in that area, that this is someone you need not be interacting with. And those are the things you really need to pay attention to. Don't second guess it. Just remove yourself from the situation. So I'm going to tell you I'm going to briefly tell you a true story. One of a plethora of them, actually, but this one happened to me, I'd say about 15 years ago. So I find myself with my new boyfriend in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. His company was having a customer appreciation week there. And just to let you know, it was a Fortune 500 company, so they could afford to do this. Now, I didn't know my boyfriend very long at the time, although he asked me to accompany him. And so he didn't know very much about me. And I've learned over the years not to share so many things, certainly not right away, of my personality, my spiritual gifts, and so on. And that's another thing I want to say to everyone listening. You need to keep your wisdom close to the vest. Okay? Now, I find myself in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, at this huge dinner, very beautiful on the beach, and I don't know exactly, but maybe 200 people there. And I'm standing there not knowing a soul except my boyfriend. And all of a sudden, my intuitive guide, my guidance, sent my energy, my eyes across this beach area to an individual that had their back to me. It was a male. Not that it mattered, but that's what it happened to be. And I locked on to that person's energy. It was incredible, really. It was like a force that took my interacting with the small group of people I was standing with to refocusing on this individual. Okay, so the vibrations that I was picking up from this individual whom I'd never met, didn't even see his face at this point in time, was that of a warning. Okay? Danger, warning. We want to be silly about it. We could talk about the robot in Lost in Space, where he always said, warning, warning. So anyway, I didn't know what to do with that information, especially given these people didn't know me and I didn't know my boyfriend only of 3 months. So he didn't have too much insight as to who I was. But wait till I finish this story. So I kept it to myself, and I was very bothered by it. It was pretty intense. And then everyone was sitting down now. We were being seated at these round tables. Well, lo and behold, who's sitting at the table? This individual and his wife or girlfriend, whoever she was, who was extremely obnoxious, by the way, and kept leaning into my plate and leaning into me, and my boyfriend on my other side at the table, and I was extremely uncomfortable and annoyed. And yet this individual, her boyfriend or whatever he was, wouldn't make eye contact with me, which I was grateful for, to be honest. Anyway, I'm going to move a little faster now, and so it became so uncomfortable for me that I stood up and I told my boyfriend that I was extremely tired, and I was, because we had just landed into Puerto Vallarta that day, and I said I was going to go to the room and lay down, and I did, and I fell asleep, and I didn't wake up until the next morning, and my boyfriend had a meeting, so I didn't really see him. Or when he came in, I took a book and I went to the nearby beach area and just proceeded to read and relax with some breakfast. And shortly thereafter, my boyfriend came to me and he knelt down and he whispered to me, I don't know why, but he did. He said, "You were right." And I said, "Right about what?" And he said, "Last night after you left the table, so-and-so, this individual, went on a rampage, punched the head salesperson's wife in the face, sent her to the hospital, flipped over all the tables, breaking $300, $400, $500 bottles of champagne, and so forth. Needless to say, the company put him and his girlfriend, wife, whatever, on one of their private jets and sent them back to the USA. So that was an instance, one of many that I've had, that I paid attention to, and I'm just grateful that I had the wherewithal to excuse myself, because I could have been hurt. But the thing about it is, when people like that enter your environment, again, this was uninvited on my end, and people that are not awake, if you will, don't even sense or understand. They had no clue. And I was wondering what I had to do with this information, because if I had told anyone what I was feeling or the downloads I was receiving, they would have thought I was completely mad, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But I tell you this story because I happen to know, beyond the shadow of any doubt, that in your environment, in your home, in your workplace, wherever you are, it's extremely important to keep the energy vibrating at high levels. And individuals such as the one I just mentioned, they don't vibrate at high levels, because if they did, they wouldn't act out. They would have clarity, awareness, peace. So they're vibrating at very lower levels of energy, and higher vibrations can't connect with that. So if you keep your environment, your home, clear of clutter, clean, nice music playing, some beautiful plants, makes it conducive, already bringing in good energy, good chi, okay? And you want to keep that energy moving and flowing in your environment if it's your home, so that you attract good things. And not only that, but it'll help keep, I should say, your vibration at higher levels. And at higher levels, we can attract miracles. We attract abundance. We can attract love. We can attract better health. It's extremely important. And I tell my clients this as well. because there are times where they come in for sessions with me and I agree to work with them, but yet they leave me and they go back to a toxic environment. It's counterproductive. So I hope this was helpful to all of you. I'm going to leave you with these thoughts and my story. And I wish you all well. Until next time, kindly like and subscribe to the channel, and it would be very much appreciated as I continue to grow at a pace where I'm able to. Here on YouTube, take care for now.